Well, hello, greetings, bienvenidos, and of course, buenas noches, my friends. Hello, of course, once again, it is that time of the week known as Figure Friday. Yes, that's right, folks. It is that special time of the week where we spend some quality time together and basically nerd out about all things, figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia, related of all kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes. You best believe anything of that sort you're going to find right here on this channel. And of course, we're not only coming at you live from TikTok, but we're also coming at you live from the YouTube channel as well. So again, feel free to check either one of us out. I'm on both views, both cameras here. But yeah, I want to say I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys had an amazing Friday today. For those of you guys who worked, or if you took the day off, that's good too. And you got to rest, recuperate. That's always a good thing. But again, I appreciate y'all. Why are we looking through the blinds? I mean, what's going on here? Can you not see me? I don't know why you're hiding through the blinds there, June. I can see you. I see you peeking. You might not think I can see, but I can see you. You like hiding, but there's no reason to hide. Hey, you're welcome here. Everybody's welcome here. You should know that. Come on now. Oh, but righty. Oh my goodness gracious. But again, I just want to reiterate how much I appreciate you guys. I know I'll probably say this too much, or I don't know if I say it less or not enough, but again, I need to reiterate this. You guys are the lifeblood of this channel. You guys keep me going, and I'm ever grateful to every single one of y'all. That's for y'all. I appreciate y'all. And in case nobody has told you today, I'm proud of you and that you're doing great. Really, just know that, and you're doing great. Good gracious. And of course, no need to worry about me. Um, before the holiest moments, folks. Before too much yapping. Can I stop? I would, Zia, but that's going to be a big negative because I'm afraid if I stop yapping, we won't have much fun. Come on now. Why? I thought we were here to have fun. If I don't talk, if I don't yap, there's not going to be any fun times, right? Come on, am I right? I like to think that I'm, somewhat of a sparkling conversationist. Autocorrect. Oh, I bet it was autocorrect, and that's quite all right. Really, that's quite all right. Unfortunately, we're slaves to the technology, but I mean, hey, this live is about yapping information. Yes, I sympathize with you, June. Thank you so much, because I mean, it is all about the information, and trust and believe, I am definitely trying to spread as much information as possible. Yo, V, how you doing? How you doing, Van? How you doing? It's been a minute. How you been? But before we please, I meant to reiterate this earlier. Please, if you haven't already, please haven't eaten already, please go get yourself a snack, something to eat, something to drink, because I want you to stay hydrated because that is possible. It is key. Doing great, and you, me, hey, I'm hanging in there as much as I can. Trust and believe. That's pretty much all we can do today, and I'm doing all I can, just like everybody else. But I'm glad to see that you're doing great. Really, that's great news. But we have hit that moment, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I want to say hello and welcome back for those who are just joining us, or for the first time, hello and good evening, or for watching those as a highlight on my YouTube channel, welcome as well. So, buy you a PS5. For tonight's adventure, we will be actually delving back into a very familiar childhood world, as I call it. And it's full of just things like monsters, mayhem, and of course, a very notable catchphrase known as the heart of the cards. Yes, that's right, folks. We are delving back into the world of Exodia. I mean, the Duel Monsters. My apologies. Power Rangers. Yes, of course. And I'm happy to say that I'm debuting this shirt for the first time this fine Friday evening. Yes, it is the Pink Ranger, but I promised myself a long time ago that when I got the red one, when I got the green one, and when I got the white one here, that I would bring the whole crew together. I I had to. It's just now I'm still also in the process of possibly maybe getting more Ranger suits, but we will definitely have to see that. Oh, you do? Oh, here, let me show it. Here you go. Check it out. And again, this is a shirt that I'm not afraid to wear, because again, it's part of my childhood and I love it really. And you know they say only real men wear pink. Of course, I'm just an exception, which either way. But with that being said, folks, I invite you guys, please sit back, relax, kick your feet up, take a deep breath, and just chill and mail about with your boy. Because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So why don't we go ahead and get started, huh? So, the way tonight's gonna go, since we're introducing two new Funkos from the Dueling Monsters universe, we're going to be introducing a monster and its master. But not to worry, because this monster's most deadly attribute is, well, that it's either too damn cute or it'll probably puff you to death. But don't be afraid to share this live, folks, because again, I want everybody to just to come and have a good time, nerd out with your boy. Heck. But yes, so ladies and gents, please give a big Wolfpack welcome, our first big Wolfpack welcome to the deadly, the dangerous, and of course the very, very fluffy Karibo. Yeah, that's right, folks. The ultimate defensive weapon in Duel Monsters has made its debut this fine Friday evening, and not to worry, it's brought a whole lot more than these big purple eyes of his. It's definitely brought a tale of its story. Show you guys. There he is, the big puffball. Check him out. And as you can see, sporting this beautiful brown just ball of fur, these piercing purple eyes, a pair of deadly and dangerous claws here. Don't worry, he's not going to use them on you. Don't worry. I'll show you guys there. Set there. Okay. Now, why don't we share a little bit of history about the Karibo here? For example, in modern times, the Duel Monsters card, known as the Karibo, is actually based on the Egyptian monster spirit. And Yugi Moto and was actually one of the users to use it in many of his duels. However, later on down the line in the Noah's virtual world arc, before Yugi's duel against Gansley, Karibo actually popped out of his card and made Yugi accidentally choose him as his deck master. I'm trying not to spoil too much for those of you guys who haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh! So I do apologize for this. Please forgive me. And being that choice is already made, because during that time you can only choose one deck master and one deck master alone. Thank you. I love the shirt too. But during the battle, Karibo actually tried to communicate with Yugi, who couldn't really understand him at first. But a little later on down the line, Yugi realized that Karibo was actually telling them to set a card known as Rainbow Blessing. And as Yugi was about to be attacked directly by Raklamba, the Spirit King, Karibo used its Deckmaster's special ability to actually block the attack. And on his next turn, with Karibo on the field, Yugi was actually able to use the Rainbow Blessing card. Slow down. Okay, all right. My apologies. My apologies. That shirt is right. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Look, here, have a look. I'll stand up one more time, so you guys can see it. Again, it's the pink Mighty Morphin Power Rangers t-shirt, the belt buckle. Very nice, very comfortable, and very happy to have it. And again, I just want to reiterate, I did tell myself a long time ago that once I got these first three shirts here, that I would bring the whole crew together and that I would sport them. Now, you guys have seen them in my previous lives, the blue, and of course, there are others coming. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Where was I at? He had Karibo on the field. Oh yeah, and then like I said, he was able to use that Rainbow Blessing card, and in that moment, it actually allowed his other monster, Gaia, the Fierce Knight, to attack Gansley directly and win the duel. And after the duel, Yugi actually ended up thanking Karibo, my apologies, who actually smiled and faded away, and to this day serves as one of the most reliable monsters in his arsenal, but also in the world of Duel Monsters. I mean, you can ask anybody who used to play the game or who still does play the game. If you bring up the name Karibo, I guarantee you the name defense and ultimate defensive weapon will definitely come up. I kid you not. But I did also find some pretty interesting facts about the Karibo here. For example, did you guys know that even though he's probably one of the weakest monsters in Duel Monsters, he's actually gone toe-to-toe with a lot of heavy hitters, including the Blue Eyes White Dragon and even the Egyptian god card, the Obelisk, the Tormentor. And again, another fun fact is, I mean, while it's the weakest monster, it's also the most versatile monster because it can actually use to multiply or even detonate against its enemy, which makes it one of the more ultimate defensive weapons. Because it can both kind of go offense and defense at the same time. Now, um, probably the most interesting fact that I read about him, it's about the name. So the card's name, known as Karibo, it roughly translates into what's known as chestnut person, and but that's in Japanese, and it's also Japanese name for a very famous Super Mario Brothers enemy known as the Goomba. I kid you not, folks. I mean, there are similar comparisons, due to the fact that they're both weak in stature, they're very small creatures, and well, they're kind of one shot, one hit, and they're done. But again, you kid. I mean, I'm not kidding. Look it up if you don't believe me. But I mean, if you won't take my word for it, then I appreciate you. Okie dokie. Let me just get a little swig here. Ah, yes, that's good tea. Oh, it's good sweet tea. But, anyways, are you guys good? Because I want to make sure you're good before we continue. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're feeding yourself. Make sure you're staying safe. I can't stress that enough. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on. Of course, my friends, it is that time. It is that time? Oh, yes, it is that time. It's actually time to introduce this particular monster's master. But one thing that actually sets this particular duelist apart from him is not only because of his belief in the heart of the cards, but, well, also because he has a banging haircut. So please, ladies and gents, give one more big Wolfpack welcome to Mr. Yami Yugi. Yes, that's right, folks. The Pharaoh and the King of Games has arrived, making his debut as well. And, of course, brought with him his tale of ages. Now, the only reason I say ages is because I put big emphasis on the word Pharaoh. Right there. Oh, yeah. Ooh, he looks awesome. Check him out. Guys, look real quick. And as you can see, sporting the trademark hair, like I said, the purple jacket, purple shoes, purple pants, his Millennium puzzle or the Millennium item. He's got one card in his hand. I can't really see what it is because it's blacked out, but that's that's part of the character. Now, okay, so Yami here, also known as Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Dark Yugi, came into being in his modern incarnation when the boy Yugi Moto assembled an ancient puzzle that his grandfather Solomon Moto actually brought him as an archaeological curio. Yeah, I mean, I guess he is cute, heck, I mean, for being so small, yeah. But I personally like him. I mean, it's one of my favorite characters in Duel Monsters and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I know he's the main character, but I mean, I just like him, because of just it's just the fact that he taught so much to me growing up. It's about belief in yourself, trusting yourself, trusting your friends, the ones who are going to be there for you, and never give up even when times are grim. You keep going, heck. But okay, the meeting of Yami Yugi's reincarnation and his ancient keepsake is actually played off as a whim of fate rather than a coincidence or chance. Whereas when Yugi actually assembled the puzzle, it reactivated his past life's overreaching personality, though not all of his memories, sharp, and the sharp contrast between who he was and is causes Yami Yugi to actually exist as, how can I put this? Sort of a secondary soul who's basically inhabiting Yugi Moto's body. So in a way, I mean, he's using Yugi's body as sort of like a safe house, just until the time being when he's actually called upon. Now, Yami Yugi actually begins his reintroduction to the modern era. Oh God, my apologies, folks. That dinner's really getting to me. By tormenting those who ever victimized his partner Yugi, However, when Yugimoto's compassion actually makes such periods last only briefly before his original judgment is restored. And over time, this actually begins to sort of soften, Yami Yugi, who grows very fond and extremely protected of his reincarnated self. And uh, Yami Yugi's usually, they usually manifest when the popular card game Yu-Gi-Oh actually comes up, or when he's challenged into a duel. And as the card game is based on ancient summon rights, which is ironic because the way they used to play this game was back in the days of old Egypt, like way old. And it actually specifically packaged as a card game by Pegasus J. Crawford, who was the another owner of a Millennium Artifact. And the game just sort of reawakens, however, base instincts in Yami Yugi that makes him just sort of natural at it. So just it's only because since he was raised like around the right time when the first time Duel Monsters actually was created back in ancient Egyptian, it came secondary nature to him, so that even though he was born over thousands of years ago and he inhabits Yugi's body, it's like he never missed a step when the opportunity to play Duel Monsters comes up. And since Yami Yugi has, sort of few to no memories of his past, as a bulk of the manga and show actually focused on the reveals of more bits and pieces of its as a driving motivation for both Yugi and for Yami. And one of the earliest establishing factors, however, was that Yami was actually from one of the earliest dynasties of ancient Egypt. Yeah, you heard that right, folks. One of the many dynasties of Egypt that was able to get up off the ground and grow and prosper. And when a confrontation arose back in the days of old, with Ryo Bakura, who's actually a friend of Yugi's, who's himself also possessed by a similar spirit because he also owns a Millennium item. It was revealed that there were, in fact, several Millennium items, and collections of them would unleash great power and completely restore the memories of the past of Yami. So, but in order to do that, he would need to gather the Millennium items for himself. And even with the mystery of his past and the fate of the Millennium items to worry about, Yami actually tended to sort of focus more on just victory one battle at a time and worrying about the future only in between battles. And when Yugimoto himself actually goes through great length to help Yami in his mission to pursue leads and allow the spirit to sort of possess him for lengthy periods of time, even when not in battle, because that's the relationship that they both had, because no one sole owner was in charge, because they wanted it to be equal. I mean, they're both inhabiting the same body. What else can you do? And the only time that Yami actually focuses on anything other than victory or his past is when Yugi's soul or life is in danger. Specifically, over his, at which point Yami will drop all previously rekindled compassions for the sole purpose of protecting or avenging his young friend, or even the friends that Yugi made growing up. Phew. But anyways, I did find out some pretty interesting facts about the Pharaoh here. So check this out. Check this out, guys. Did you guys know that there was actually a Yu-Gi-Oh! And Hellboy crossover in the comics and manga? I kid you not. Yeah, that's right, folks. The boy from hell and, of course, the king of games actually crossed paths. I can't really say what happened. I do believe they got into some type of duel, but I can't say what kind. And probably the most interesting fact, or one of the interesting facts, I'm sorry, is that Yugi was actually created because the author wanted to make a battle series without physical violence. Because if you think about it, the whole of like the whole Yu-Gi-Oh series, it isn't based on violence. It's just based on playing a card game. I mean, really, the only violence you might see in there is just the impact from the creatures attacking the other creature. But other than that, I mean, it's basically, heck, it's just a non-violent, show. Now, there is one more fun fact that I did find out. I feel kind of terrible because I read about it and I researched it and I found out that, I mean, it is kind of true. So brace yourself for this, folks. Brace yourself. So what I learned about the Pharaoh here is that, technically speaking, he's a cheater, because the only reason I say that is because his puzzle actually grants him extraordinary good luck, ensuring that he never loses if he desires to win. Now, if you go back to look at the show or even the manga, there are there are examples of this type of behavior. Now, I don't really care about that because, I mean, he's still one of my favorite characters, and if I ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh again, it's definitely because, for watching him and just dominate. But that's just me. I mean, like I said, I know everybody's different. I get that, but I mean, hey, we're all here to have fun. We're all here to have a good time. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, folks. If you like, feel free to hit the subscribe button when it does appear here, and of course, for you to sample either one of these fine videos when they do appear. Because if you don't, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to send you to the shadow realm. No, I'm playing. I wouldn't do that to you. You guys are too awesome to me. But I will be shooting over to my Twitch to do some gameplay. Not sure what yet, but I invite you guys to come and check me out and have some fun. Maybe have some laughs. Um, so yeah, I appreciate everybody who came out to see me tonight. You guys are breathtakingly awesome. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all so much. That's for y'all. And until next time, guys, look forward to seeing you guys next week for another riveting episode. So until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird. Thank you all for coming. And of course, peace.